Shemai! Yes, it's my brand new solid body U bass by Carla, and I'm going to do a review with a few sound demos today. So if you haven't already seen it, I did a breaking news video on this a couple of months ago about the fact that these had been spotted at the NAMM show, and then I also have mentioned it in my Carla Rambles, which was a very recent video where I actually interview Mike Upton, the president of Carla, and we talk about this beauty too. So let's quickly run through the specifications and some of the features of this before we actually hear it playing. So I'm not sure of the official title. It is definitely a U bass, because apart from anything else, it's got it up here on the headstock. And if you've seen my last video, you know that U bass doesn't actually stand for ukulele bass. Go and watch it if you haven't already, because Mike Upton explains the name fully in that. But I've had a code for this, and it is going to be U bass SB TB FS. Very similar to many of the Carla codes. U bass, all right, obvious. SB, solid body. In this case, the TB, because it's this gorgeous tobacco burst colour, and then FS meaning frets. All right, now whether or not there'll be a fretless version in the future, I have no idea. So it is due out in America in August, which is only actually a couple of weeks from now. I don't know when in August. I'm eagerly awaiting something to appear on the Carla brand website. Loads of information on there, but nothing mentioning this at the minute. We know roughly the price is going to be about $350 in the US, about £350 here in the UK, and it'll be due out here in the UK and other parts around the world later on in the year. That's all we actually know for now. Other things that we do know, the colours, we've seen it in black, we've seen it in red, and we've seen it in this, the Tobacco Sunburst. And I've got to say, take it off again for a minute. It's really heavy. It's a lot heavier than you expect. All right. So you can see by there the lovely, lovely colours on it with this contrasting white pickguard. And if I turn it around, you can see there the sunburst on the back. All right. Really, really lovely, lovely colours on this. Mike Upton, when I was talking to him in the Grand Northern Ukulele Festival a few weeks ago, also mentioned Sonic Blue and Sonic Pink. Now they did have those colours, I vaguely remember, in the California U basses a few years ago, sort of sparkly things, all right? But we are going to have to wait to see what they look like. Specification-wise, an overall length of 33.5 inches or 85 centimetres. It's a 23.5 inch scale from the bridge and saddle up to the nut. So comparable really with the Fanner and the Flight, slightly longer than say the California U basses and the other Carla U basses too. It's much, much more like a bass guitar to play with magnetic pickups and then steel strings. And in this case, they are round wound, although Mike Upton was saying that they've worked with La Bella, I think it is, strings to do a flat wound. So I'm definitely going to look at those in the future. Obviously at the minute it's not released, so I haven't got anything specification wise to go with from a website. The wood, it's really, really quite heavy. I'm not 100% sure. I would guess this is either a basswood or basswood, possibly alder. I don't think it's ash, because ash would be a lot lighter than this, and I don't think it's mahogany or anything, but it's really difficult to tell. It's a nice grain on here that I can see through the transparent sunburst, but again, we're just gonna have to wait for the official release of it, I think. It's a bolt-on neck, maple two-piece neck. I would say rosewood fingerboard, and obviously this one is fretted. It's got 22 frets. It's got side markers. I am enjoying the fact that most of the hardware is black. So we've got a black bridge and saddle, which can be fully adjusted, just like a bass guitar. So we can adjust the action and the intonation on that. You've got black control knobs, so you've got volume, and you've got tone, so you know your bass and your treble. It's got 2 black strap buttons, which are very much needed with the weight of this, and then it's got black tuners. They are unbranded. They work absolutely brilliantly on here too. And I should mention a black plate for the bolt-on neck as well. It's got a truss rod, so again you can do a little bit of tweaking yourself, and the width at the nut is a black nut. I'm assuming it's some kind of plastic or ABS, but the width is 40mm. I'm finishing off with a really nice headstock. You've got the Carla branding with U bass underneath. Now the shape of this, you know, we've seen, I've got my Fana P, which is fairly obviously a precision shape. And the Flight mini bass, again, is an undefined shape. This one, I'm not 100% sure. To me, it looks a little bit like a Fender Jazz. Somebody else mentioned the Jag Stang. Yeah, let me just get that right. The Jag Stang, because it has got this sort of off-center bottom shape to it. All right, but I think it's up to you guys. What sort of bass do you think this may have been modelled on, or is it an entirely new shape? Right, let's have a little listen to it. So I've had it, what, 4 weeks now, and I have played it quite a lot. I've taken it into school and I've played it. I haven't actually played it in a gig yet, although I have taken it to a couple of club meetings, I think. I'm going through my Gensler 350 head into my bare-faced cab. Now, I am going through a pedal board, but nothing is on at the minute, just because I want to, you know, to tune it and things like that. But just to give you a little idea, that was no effects at all. Let's just put a little bit of compression on it. Without compression. With my V-tone Behringer, without the V-tone, no compression on. With the Behringer, without. So it is a passive bass. It's very much like my Fana, very much like the Flight mini bass, and I will be doing comparisons of this with both of those over the summer as well. That was just with a little bit of the Behringer V-tone then, just bringing out that sort of really bass sound. Oh yes, and I do feel good. That had a little bit of compressor then as well. It is made for slapping. I'm just really out of practice at the minute. And I'll just finish off the sound demo with what you heard at the beginning, which is one of my walking bass lines, and there is a video with a backing track for this. So there we have it. It sounds good, it plays good. It is the brand new Kala solid body U bass. I'm really referring to these as mini basses these days. It's not a bass ukulele. It doesn't look like a ukulele. It doesn't play like a ukulele. So maybe a mini bass or maybe even a micro bass. It's not short scale, you know. This is what, 23 inches? Short scale basses are 30 inches. That's a heck of a difference. So to me, mini bass, solid body, made by Kala, and I love it. It will be coming with a rather nice gig bag. You can see U bass on the front and it fits it perfectly. Because bear in mind, this is roughly the same size as my Fana Pee-wee bass and I had awful problems getting a case for that one. But yes, a nice, and I should also mention, with a really nice rucksack strap on the back of it, it comes with the gig bag. I did mention it earlier, I will be doing a comparison with the Flight mini bass. Please, Jude, if you could lend me yours. And I will also be comparing this with my Fana. Slightly different in that that's fretless and this is fretted, but they've both got the magnetic pickups. And lots of you already asked for the comparison. Same way as lots of you had asked for the full review of this, which is why I got straight onto it. So, what do you think? Okay, I absolutely love it. I haven't found any real downside, to be honest, with it yet. It's nice to play, maybe the action, possibly, but again, you can actually alter that using the bridge on here. The strings I may well try and change to flat wound just because of my delicate, no, I don't mean delicate little fingers at all. I just prefer flat wound as opposed to round wound. But other than that, I really haven't found anything to complain about with this. Price wise, I think it's going to be very, very competitive, certainly competing with the Flight mini bass. It's a lot cheaper than Fana's. It's a lot cheaper than the Tiny Boy basses. And there is another bass on the market, the Black Star as well. That's just sort of popped onto my radar. But at the moment, this is the new bass on the town, the Kala Solid Body. Well, I think without a doubt, you're going to see this a lot more. If you'd like to support the channel, I do have a relatively new Patreon page. All support very much appreciated. And there are some things on there, such as chord charts, bass tabs, stuff like that, that aren't actually available here on YouTube. As always, though, if you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.